Okay, so a meta-analysis is kind of like a study of studies. So what it's doing is it's taking different studies and it's studying those studies, weighting quality and issues of importance for that area of research, and then coming out with an answer to the basic research question. Another definition would be is a comprehensive statistical summary of the current literature in the particular area, done in a quantitative way. You want to remember that. It is a set of techniques that help scientists and scholars by summarizing theory-building research. So if you're trying to build up a theory of what works in psychotherapy, for instance, then it's pretty important for us as scientists to be able to answer that question and to use statistical technique of meta-analysis to be able to answer research questions that build up a large number of research studies. Then we can build theory, because if you remember way back to biology class, you start out with a hypothesis, and then you have antithesis and thesis, and it kind of goes through this whole process, and then in the end you come up with this theory of something, the theory of evolution, for instance, after all this kind of research study has been going on. And then that theory can be further tested. So in order to develop all that line of research up to the point in which we have a theory, not just a research question or a hypothesis, we need multiple studies. And then it's also important to remember that it also is a set of methods that can inform practitioners and policymakers and parents and the community at large and educators and all of the people that are involved in trying to work in a community regarding best practice. So for those of you who are clinical psychologists, what's important is to remember, as a practitioner, what's important. So if you are about to take on a new intervention and learn a new intervention and you find a meta-analysis on that intervention, you are excited because a meta-analysis has done a ton of work for you. Instead of going back and reading 50 studies on the topic, it's going to boil down all 50 of those studies for you and tell you what the answers to your research questions are. Does this technique work? For what kind of people? When not? What kind of studies didn't support it? All those important questions we have as practitioners.